Hello Libra, welcome to your November 2023 reading. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. I am Nicole. For those of you who are not familiar with me and are new, welcome to the channel. And for those of you returning, thanks for returning. I appreciate you. Libra, so this is going to be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that's you, welcome to the channel as well. And for those of you who have subscribed, liked, commented, and shared the channel, thank you so very much for all of that. I appreciate you. And those of you who have donated and booked personal readings with me, I appreciate you so very greatly. Thank you for that. Libra, we're just going to jump right on into it. The energy that I was getting from your sign for November, I was hearing so many different things, including locked and loaded. Like there is like an overseeance of something. There is a governing authority to a situation, and you being the scales of balance, right? The Libra, the Justice card, not surprised by that kind of energy. Very typical Libra-esque energy, right? There's a lot of overseeing, and I'm going to say Libra, I got the chills as I go to say this. There is something in the spiritual realm that is really taking into account, really reviewing what has gone on in your world. Okay, and what this equivalates to at this point, I'm not certain, but we're going to pull the cards, we're going to figure it out, we're going to go from there. But it's very interesting kind of energy that I'm picking up on. It's like a different frequency too. Like if you've watched me for a while now, you know, like I'll be like, oh, my allergies are kicking up, right? And I have this tendency to get this clogged up, like swimmer's ear kind of effect to this left ear every now and again. But it's not even echoing, it's like buzzing. It didn't happen till I sat down to do your reading. So, you know, I'm just kind of paying attention to the frequency of how it's coming in. It's almost staticky. So, you know, like, I don't know, I pay attention to all of that stuff. I have to. All right, Libra, let's just get to it, see what's going on. So Spirit for Libra for the month of November 2023. I hope you guys are having a good season. I hope that your birthday season was fantastic. And there goes that I can't hear thing again. All right, Libra, let's see what's happening for you. For Libra, please, Spirit, November 2023. Discernment and dependability. I was getting like as if two energies were leaning on each other, and I was curious to see how this played out, and I'm seeing it again in this dependability card. Like there is a union of some sort that has come into place. But what I think is very interesting about this is it's like it has that feeling of jump now and think later. Like the heightened emotion of something. It's like you go in, you feel good, you're super excited about it, it happens, and it should be a lingering effect, right? But it's like all of a sudden, I don't know that I want to say boredom, but it kind of gives the same vibe, like, okay, now what? Like, we did a thing, I did a thing, so now we just exist again. It's that kind of energy. So let's see, Libra. It reminds me of like two cats, you know, they'll go up and they'll like butt your head and their face against you, and they're kind of loving about it, for the most part, like they're showing you attention and affection. But let's see, context. I will say Christmas season may be very a time frame that could be very important to you guys for some reason. There could be, I'm hearing a truth at that time frame coming out in regards to something. And I just heard, I knew we could do it. I knew we could do it. There could be matters. There's that discernment around children as well. Interestingly enough, with this discernment, there's a third eye, and honest to God, of all these times I've used this deck, I've never seen it. But it's like when the heart knows, the heart knows. And the heart is also seeing something differently with this discernment. There could be a space of boredom. There could be a little bit of relishing in some good things, taking in some gratitude for certain things. But there's still a sense of this now what kind of energy that I talked about, right? Something to do with a dark-haired woman as well. So some of you could be dealing with a dark-haired woman. I just heard from Spirit, that woman, whatever this feminine energy, but it does appear to be a woman to me specifically, she sees through to the heart of the matter, whatever that is. Fragments coming out in the sideways position. There's wounds here, Libra, that are trying to heal. Again, a third eye. This third eye, too, is also coming across to me as somebody... I hate to go spying on somebody. I've heard other people say certain things like that, and I'm like, you know, whatever. But I do feel like there is the perception from the third eye, but I also feel like there are... It's like a hands-on kind of energy. Spirit is saying is trying to make light of something. My concern to this is I don't think it's working. And I want to say too, Spirit is saying that like the way that this message is coming out in kind of like bits and pieces, that you guys will know what part of this is meant for you. It's like the way that it's being described via Spirit or myself. It's going to resonate to like maybe a thought or an idea, or it's going to give some other kind of context to the way you've been viewing things around a particular situation or aspect. So very unique message here, Libra. And I'm not surprised as we're, you know, we moved into Aries and Libra in the North and South Node in July. But now it's kind of like starting out in full swing now that Taurus and Scorpio, and we're ending this eclipse energy and well, slowly, over so slowly, but we're getting there. Moderation. One thing they just pointed out to me too is that in a lot of these readings that I've done for this series of the November readings, that moderation tend to come out in the end. And it's about how you indulge yourself into the things to reach a higher viewpoint, a higher perspective to something. Revolution. Libra, I almost said Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus. This is a massive change that's requiring transformational growth. It's requiring you to kind of step up to the plate and take form way beyond the surface level of the things that you've dealt with in the past. This could shake you in due time. 6 months out from now is what I'm hearing, to the core of every fiber of your being. Okay, so how that relates to the message for the month of November, I would say to you that you're gonna look back in 6 months and go, shit, this started back in September. Could have been September, but shit, this shit started clear back in November. But so 6 months out, what's that put? That puts us in the next eclipse season. I'm pretty positive, right? So November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, around April, I think, is when eclipse season starts. So that's going to put us right at the precipice of eclipse season for you guys. So, oh boy, buckle up, baby. Libra, I tell you, as a Scorpio who's just come out of that North and South Node, holy shit. Like, the things that you thought were never possible become possible, and the things that you thought were like the end of the world, like they legit were the end of major cycles. 8 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Getting some news of something that's troubling to you, something that feels like it's putting extra pressure and weight on you at this time, or even closely in the past to this. Hair in my eye or something. So you could feel like you're bearing a lot of burdens at this time, or trying to bear a lot of burdens. The Four of Pentacles, holding on to something, Spirit is saying, that is no longer meant for you. Get out of that bullish kind of energy that you might be in if you're, being stubborn and difficult about things. I also hear trying to protect certain things. Protect, can't even talk. protect certain things surrounding your emotions right now. You may be trying to mask your emotions, communicating very little to others about your emotional state at this time. I feel like the brain could be working on overtime as well, and it's like you may be keeping things to yourself right now. The thing with this Temperance too, like the cups, how the water flows in between the two of them, right? It's one cup pouring back and forth into the other. The problem with this that I'm seeing is the stillness of the energy that's coming from one cup to another. It's not in a state of flow. It is just everything is pouring into one space. You're going to have to find that balance. And it's like, if I'm holding on to something, right, maybe it's just this cup right now that feels important to me, so I'm going to dump my emotions into that. Your emotions, Spirit is saying, have got to be interchangeable, so that there is forward progression. What is the current energy for Libra, please, Spirit? Queen of Pentacles, sitting on your throne of financial stability and happiness right now, as far as that goes. Let's see what comes out with that. The Moon. Libra, there's something coming in. There's something that's like in the shadows of what is going on for you at this time that is going to affect your abundance and your fertility of new beginnings, right? Toxic situations, something that has been driven, I'm hearing from Spirit, has been driven for some time. Illusions, right? Lies, deception, things that have lurked in the dark. This card of Taurus, again, like I'm getting that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You've got two cards here of the Pentacles, two major arcanas coming out. You know, you think about the shadow, or not the shadow, but the phases of the moon, right? Like there's a part of their face, its face, if any, in a new moon, and then it starts to show itself slowly. There's something around this that's going to start to show itself, and this may be tied to your money. Spirit said your money may be under attack in more ways than one. So you're going to want to be mindful of that as well. And I think that this is, you could be watching somebody do good, prosper in some respect. You have the Tower and the Seven of Pentacles. This is coming. This has been a slow progression over the last 4 years, is what Spirit is saying, moving into this. And it's like, there's something that could be nickel and diming you to death, essentially. And I'm going to tell you, masculines, this could pertain to every feminine in your life. Seriously. Because it's like all of a sudden somebody is standing up in their power. Somebody is standing up in their glory. Someone is standing up for what is known to them. You know, we talk about the patriarchal system, right? How things are shifting, especially with Pluto moving into Aquarius and all these changes happening for the next 20 years. The old systems and structures are breaking down. Feminine energy is stepping more into a position of power. How they're changing things, the way they're going to change things. And I'm going to say, Libra, if you're a feminine energy, I don't know, this is odd for me. You may have your moon sign could be a water sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra. But this is like, it is moving into that space where these changes are happening. And they may be completely out of your control, but any structure related to money and your relationship with the feminine energy is being destroyed. It's a very, very complex kind of energy, but I also feel like, Libra, as we move into this season for you guys, this is where this change begins, and you're going to see massive moments happen, I would even say by Taurus season. I'm not saying, you know, freak out and go put all your money, you know, under the mattress kind of thing, but I'm saying you're going to want to pay attention to these structures. The Empress, the King of Swords, the Empress in the reverse, the King of Swords in reverse. There's no fertility and growth and holding back on things you're not willing to take risk and investment in. Spirit said prenups. Prenups could have been at the back of a mindset for some time, or trying to secure and protect your assets. But it was like somebody had to make gifts. Somebody kind of had to make some kind of compromise when it came to something. This Empress in the reverse. There is no life. There is no fertility. There is no growth. There is no nothing. And again, like I said, it's almost like something came to a certain point in this discernment. Is kind of like looking back and going, did I make the right choices in the past? Did I make the best choices possible for myself? Because now I'm being affected by these things. Things are starting to look a little wobbly. Things are starting to look not so secure. And I'm going to say this to you too, Libra, when it comes to our money and things like that as well. Pay attention to the fact that it's not just you. Like, I think that everybody is going through some point of feeling insecure just because our times are changing. We've got a lot of big key things happening to, you know, keep it simple. Happening in the next year. It's going to make, it's always every 4 years, right? It's a vast change for our economy and our social statuses as well. This King of Swords in the reverse can't tell the truth to save his ass. Lie, and I said about there maybe hiding the emotions. That King of Swords with the Temperance is lying about those emotions, not being honest, reserving yourself. You could be kind of pushing back some kind of anger, frustration. The King of Swords, he could be a dick, right? Like the way he asserts himself, the way he speaks about things, it could be some arrogance attached to that. It could just be a complete dickhead about everything, you know. So you're going to want to be mindful of that. Spirit is also saying the words turned off. So you're turned off by something that's happening related to a situation. The one thing that I'm seeing in the back is, even though with the Temperance, there's the hills, there's the mountains, representation of our struggles and where we've come from with the sun in the background. When I looked down at this card, I seen that and I heard volcano. Something's getting ready to erupt. It's coming in, and it's coming in hot and heavy. 1717 on the timer. Let's see, what else for Libra, please, Spirit? That same Five of Swords comes out in the present energy. I'm going to take both of these. You've got the Death card. There's an end to something here. If there's been any trickery, deception, deceit, Libra, King of Swords, there you are, right? Like, it's coming to an end. This has not been sustainable to take and not give back. So any situation in relation to the feminine energies in your life, and you don't have to be male or female to sit in feminine energy, right? Like, we all have that within us. It doesn't matter what gender we identify as. But it's like, if you thought you could like tuck stuff up your sleeves, if you thought that, you know, things could be hidden, or you could just leave somebody feeling like beat up. It's like the bully on the playground, right? So if you're dealing with somebody that you feel is a bully, or this person feels you're a bully, whichever it might be, all of a sudden it's like, oh no, you don't get to be the bully anymore, right? There's always one more bigger badass person out there than you think you are, right? There's no way around it. And this has been in the works for a while. But this is toxic situations. They're going to start to begin to close out for you, Libra. You're going to have to work through these things as we move through the Aries and Libra, North and South node. And it's going to be about power and control. You know, when you think about those structures, who's been in power, who's been in control, who's been able to dictate what has happened and how it's happened. With that Tower, we've got the Eight of Pentacles and then the Strength card. Libra, I think you're going to have to dig deep for courage in any way that you choose to be successful. And I'm not saying that you're not going to have successful moments, because I think that you will. But I think that your success is going to come in other ways that I don't think you anticipate. Like, it's not how you typically see your success and your victories taking shape in your life. Like, the way it's been done when it's been tied to the material world, because there's a hell of a lot of pentacles sitting on this table. It cannot happen that way anymore. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas on the board for the month of November. That's massive. I've got, what, 12, 13 cards sitting here. And 6 of those, is that what I just said? Yeah, 6 of those are major arcanas. This is an destructible change that has to occur. There is no other way around it. This 8 of Pentacles is you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to make up where there has been lack. Like, and it feels like, it's like I'm getting to the 7, going to the 8. And it's like every time you feel like you're making some kind of progress on something, it's being stripped away. And it's requiring you, though, to keep control of yourself. You're going to have to keep yourself in check with this. Because when certain things come to an abrupt ending, it's like, was this all for nothing? Did we do all of this for nothing? The success is going to come with you learning what it is to not attach it to something or somebody else. That your success is solely yours and yours alone. And not in the sense that you can't share that with others, but it's a lesson that's coming in for you about being regal and beautiful and celebrating outside of yourself. You know what I mean? So like when you look at the 6 of Wands, he's got other people cheering him on. That it's okay to be supportive. It's okay to be, championing for other things outside of yourself. And I think that's where this internal conflict is coming in at. It's like, I just want to do it on my own. And I think I said in the beginning, some of you could be dealing with the feminine energy, right? Yeah, the feminine energy, the mothering energies too, where there could also be I'm hearing conquer and divide kind of situation happening, or there was an attempt at a conquer and a divide kind of thing. Very interesting energy, Libra. Let's jump into this and see what else. Let's do a little bit of clarifying here. The Empress and the 4 of Pentacles for Libra, November 2023, Spirit. Nine of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like there's two, it's funny, again, the holiday season, Christmas season, if you celebrate Christmas, there could be some arguments, some stresses over money, stability, security. I'm even hearing property at that point. Somebody, and this is very specific, somebody could be coming back with some kind of, I'm hearing the word lien, but also like some kind of contract or something in regards to property and going, we need to revise this. I feel like when it comes to your security and your stability, Libra, there's going to be a lot of changes that are coming forward by the end of the year where other people that you are entangled with and these entanglements are going, no, we're not doing this anymore, or we're changing this up. So their energy is starting to shift, and you're going to begin to feel the effects of what's happening with that and how it's affecting you directly. 10 of Pentacles. Again, the Empress. Like if you had goals, dreams, aspirations for this 10 of Pentacles, like it's like you're holding on to something. But this was also supposed to be a part of a new beginning in the past. You look at the 10 of Pentacles, that's legacy, it's security, it's the long term, it's our longevity, stability, family life, right? Having everything we could ever ask for, need, want, or desire. And I think that there's like a tinge of the stinginess with the Empress in the reverse, and then the 4 of Pentacles. There's some stinginess that's attached to this, that it's like every man out for themselves, because it's like, I've been here, done that before, I've been left without, so I will have my 10 of Pentacles here, and you can be here but have your 10 of Pentacles. There needs to be something that brings us together to create an actual partnership of sharing, whatever this might be. So this Temperance, the 10 of Cups in reverse. It's lacking genuine love. Lacking the true nature of what we come together for. This can be a situation that people got involved in, 2442, coming from the same mindset, essentially, with their own agendas, with their own, you know, their own version of what success and happiness look like to them. But there's a realization to this, that the emotions only flow one way. You can't have partnership without harmony and balance coming from both sides, right? Especially in love, if this is what this is. Or you can also be finding the passion for what you once thought you were passionate about is no longer there if it's related to work and things like that. Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, in the present energy, please. Lovers, did you make the wrong choice, Libra? This is definitely, this could be twin flames. I don't get too far into that. Soulmate kind of energy, right? Everybody is a soulmate essentially in some way, shape, or form, because we're learning lessons from them, right? But there's some deceit, there's some lying to the heart of the matter about possessiveness. Spirit is saying possessiveness. Move that over there. Okay, gotcha. It almost becomes a battle of wits here, Libra, between you and somebody. The possessiveness of taking more, right? Holding on, lying, cheating, stealing, thieving, deception. You know, it's like the waters were calm. Things were calm. Somebody took a calculated risk on something. Whether it's out of lust, greed, obsession, addiction, who knows what it could be, right? It's anything toxic that does not serve our higher good. And as I say risk, there's the Fool taking this risk towards something, and I think that it ends up creating this you know, bite to the ass essentially when it's said and done, because there's a termination of something here. There's a closing out, Eight of Wands, and it's going to come in fast when it comes in, Libra. I'm going to clarify these two also. What is this? There's an Eight of Wands. Ace of Cups. Offering of love. I'm hearing from Spirit it's about the substance. Somebody could be coming at something on a very dry, like almost remorseful kind of energy of trying to backtrack and take something back into where it once was. And I think I had a little bit of that energy with Pisces. The issue with this, and I'm going to say you could be dealing with Taurus, Libra, there you are. Libra, there you are again. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini again. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, and Scorpio again. But it's like at the heart of the matter should be the heart space. In the middle of all of this, there should be love being given and exerted through something. But it's like love bombing kind of energy when I see this with the Moon, the Five of Swords, and the Death card, and the Devil. It's like love bombing. Like, yes, my pentacles mean everything. Oh, by the way, yeah, yes. What do you need? What can I? It's like all of a sudden there's a flip of this energy, and there's the Devil showing itself again there. What is this Tower in the Eight of Pentacles for Libra, please, Spirit? Ten of Swords. Spirit said lies, deception, and what was the word again? Lies, deception, and something else are always going to be seen. This may feel like a sense of defeat that you have invested and worked towards something that is now being, it's karma. It's karma. Its karmic balance is starting to be restored, Libra, as you move through whatever this is. Somebody could be walking away from a particular situation, finding a newfound sense of personal freedom. And it's like they came in, created for you what feels like a tower moment, and then walked away scot-free is how this feels to me. And they're starting off in this new beginning. When I said earlier about like a matching of wits, you've got the King of Swords in reverse, and I keep seeing the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's like one chose a higher path while the other chose another. And this could even be in relation to a friendship as well. Seven of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Eight of Swords. Somebody here, Nine of Swords, the Empress, Libra, you're going to start off in some major new beginnings in due time. And I feel like that whatever this is that comes in and wipes shit out, that just is completely disruptive to everything that you feel that you've built. It feels like a trap to you. And then I think at that point, these feminine energies, everything's going to start to kind of, it may feel like everything is picking you apart. It's picking away at your strength. It's picking away at your confidence. It's picking away at the ego. And it's like, well, at least I have this left. And then it's like, oh, wait. And by the way, there's going to be this, and there's going to be this, and there's going to be this, and there's going to be this. It's going to feel very heavy and tiresome to you. What you don't see is that Spirit is clearing the path for the things that are not meant for you. Nightmares, worst case scenario, like all of these things are kind of running through your mind to that point. But what she doesn't see here is, despite all of those dark birds, there's one in the top. There's one in that top corner that says, here's peace. I'm going to give you peace. I'm going to offer you peace. I think that you're going to get peace from the most, like, once all this shit starts happening, and I really think that November is going to be the setup for it. December, things are going to start happening. April, you're going to see a lot of shit go down. You're going to look back at this time frame and realize why these things are starting to happen, why things are happening as they are right now, moving forward. And I would say 6 months, what some time and distance Spirit is saying happens, the most unlikely source of peace is going to hit you, and you're going to be like, do I trust this? Do I trust that they're being straight with me? Because I've just had my shit picked apart left, right, and sideways. Okay? But this is meant to disconnect you from toxic cycles and to dive into a space of love and heart, rather than dealing with situations that are creating greater turmoil in your life. Yeah, it's to walk away. It's learning when to walk away. It's a lesson in when it is that you need to walk away from certain things. And, you know, Spirit just said philanthropy. I can't talk today. But it's meant to teach you a soul's journey with the Hermit there on the bottom. There's a lot of major arcanas here, Libra, that's forcing this change for you that needs to happen. And it's like, if you've carried around a lot of baggage and burdens throughout your life, Spirit's asking you to address everything in love and compassion. They're asking you to reach out in love and compassion. Do all things you do in love. Do all things, or say all the things that you say in love. Move with the intention of love, so that love is the thing that's encompassing your heart, and it's not the materialistic realm. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty significant change for you guys. All right, Libra, what's the advice, Spirit, for Libra for November? It's very interesting to me that I just shuffled those as I did. Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Pisces season could be extremely relevant to you. And then Scorpios. Pisces and Scorpios. 25. Release the dark wound, let love live. I think it was Scorpio. I could be wrong. I remember saying to them about the bare bone kind of energy, but I will also say to you that every plunge that you take has a ripple effect on everything around it. So if you take a plunge, it's about being accountable for what it is you do and how it's affecting the world around you. Because if it's in a healthy vibration, it's going to send off that healthy vibration. If it's in a negative vibration, it's going to send that off. What you send off is always what is returned to you. Move in love. Defend to the end the worthwhile. You may have a well-reasoned preference in your mind. This is more mind energy of what you feel you've learned over the years and over time. 23 is 5. Significant change. There's a lot of sorrow that comes with this change. This is feeling lost, feeling abandoned, feeling like there's an internal death process that starts to go on for you. And it becomes dark. I'm not going to lie, it becomes dark. What I think is extremely interesting now that I flip this is conscious connections. It's understanding why you connect with people the way that you do. You've got that koi there. You've got the 2 kois here. It's about really working together with others in a very different way, to see the true you. Like, Libra, there's within you is a really good, loving, sweet, genuine person, right? And you could be feeling these things from the past kind of creeping up, being brought to the surface, that was representation of death, destruction, heartbreak, pain, disillusionment, not knowing who you are. This is going to start to set the tone for who you're becoming. That path is not rainbows and butterflies. It is rough. I can speak from experience. It is a rough path to go through. You get to decide how you move through this path, in love or in anger, in love or in hate. Simple. The choice is yours. Okay? Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I'm wishing you guys the best November. If you found this video resonated for you, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, share with your Libra friends. Share, whatever. Do your thing. So, yeah, there's that. And if you're interested in personal readings, that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. Libra, this is just a catalyst for change. Don't freak. Don't lose it. Don't think that this is the worst case scenario and, oh my God, I don't want to hear this. It may not make sense now, but in 6 months, I think if you go back and you watch this video again, you're going to be like, shit. Like, that's a thing. It was a thing. It is a thing. Now I'm here. All right. So I'm sending you guys the very best. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one.